Hello everybody, although this is in particular for somebody in my alliance, and the reason why I am doing this is because of this report here that he's posted on. So he has done a rally to the citadel, and if we just have a look here, if we look at the battle, he has done everything with bows. And yet, if we scroll down and have a look at his point setup, his attack, his ranged attack and ranged health is really low, too low to be doing a T5 rally. But looking at his profile, he had an 86 level hero, so it made me think that there is a little bit of work for him to do around his point setup, because he must have it all wrong. So this is for you. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean, that I've been talking to you on messages, Cersei. So if you look down here, you have got different setups that you can have. So for something like the Citadel, when I start my rally, I put all my march size gear on. If you've got rally size gear, you would put that on as well to make your rally size bigger, and then on my march size. And then when I've set the rally to go, I would then switch across to my bow setup, which is here. Now, what's really important is it's not just your ranged equipment, your bow's equipment that counts here when you're at the Citadel, because you're actually against encounters. It's like fighting a camp. So if I was to just search on ranged attack, see, it brings up attack versus encounters. But if I was just using my bows, I would have plus 85 attack there. But because your encounters stats are included, I've got this where it's attack and health 110, 110, and it also has got the gems that you can see here. I would put the put as many gems as you can for bows, or the red slot. Use as many of the red slots. If there is a purple slot, you can put a red gem in there as well. Do that if you've got something like this, where I've got a purple gem in here. That's because where it's a slot for white, which would be cavalry gems, you can only put a purple gem in there, rather than you couldn't put a red gem in a white slot, but in a purple slot you can put any colour gem. So I've just added that on there just to get, every little helps. But as you can see, it's got ranged health, but it's also got health encounters as well. So yeah, that's my setup, and I would take attack on warpath, health and warpath. I'd take that off. That's probably my best one really. My cloaks aren't particularly good. Or if I was doing a rally, to be fair, I would probably put that one on. Rally attack bonus. And what that means is I get 20% extra army attack for every person who joins. So if 10 people join, I get an extra 200% army attack for my bows. So that's your equipment setup. So if you haven't bought some of these, I would buy some. And if you're struggling for gold, just hit camps. The other side of it is look at your talent setup. So this is my mainly my gathering setup here, and doing some research. I've done most of my buildings, so I've not got set up for buildings, but I've set it up for march speed as well here, as you can see, but mainly around stone production, because that's what my castle produces, and gathering speed is what I've filled in. And then but what I do is, because I've bought all of these, I've got a setup here for encounters. So I've got all the army attacks. I've concentrated on my ranged army attacks and my faction on this level. also made sure I've done the encounters, the army attacks, army health, projectile, because that includes all your all for your bows as well. And then I've been able to take it right down to this bit. So once you've maxed your hero out at 95, you can do that. But for now, I would take it as far down as you can, and forget about these things, because this is about maximising your statistics for fighting the encounters. So that's that. And then the next thing is your paragon. So this one I've actually set up for camps. So I've got my faction to top level I can. Army attack, army health to 20 as well. Bows. Now if I was going onto the citadel, I would also make sure I would change some of that faction to this. I mean, it's £5 every time you do it. I'm not too worried about doing that because my stats are enough anyway. But I would recommend you concentrate on your ranged and then these attack versus encounters until you get to level 135. You'd only be able to go to 10 points max anyway. But I would max out your bows on your paragon, these two, and then concentrate on these two from there. So I hope that makes sense. And then the other side of it as well, just to get your stats as big as possible, do your alchemy. So click on your war, and then what we're going for is bows. So I always think the game knows what it is you actually want, and it takes ages to actually get to the, if you're in range setup, it knows you want range, so it takes flipping ages. I'm sure Gameloft do it on purpose. Oh, there we go. So that's an extra 25 attack and health for the next 4 hours. So there, hope it helps.